any of these. So you have to do what? So suppose this is a C code given to you. So you have to create two separate files. This would be an input file that is given to your program. So for example, you are writing using Python or whatever the language that is of your choice. So those who are doing Java can write this in Java too. So like it should take this file as input. Fine. This would be a C program specifically. Your code should do what? It should create two files. One with suppose name is sourc source with name of this file. Say for the source and that file name. Suppose program name is first.c. So source first and comment first. This should be the output. So these two files should be output as an output. So what you have to do is you have to write this code, like this code, whatever the code that is written here, you have to write as it is without comments. If comments are there, don't write the comments, keep them. And other file would be what? Like you are going to see, like you got this. So you verify whether is this comment. Yes. So suppose these are your two files. So if comment is there, then you are going to write into green. And if say code is there, then you are going to write into red, say for example. So you see this line, you identify whether is this comment or whether is this a source line. If it is comment, then write into here. If source code is there, write into here. So these are the two files that you are going to make use of. Understood? Any question about this query or this problem statement? Yes? Is that fine?
सर कमेंट कशा राईट होतील म्हणजे
Okay,
आउटपुट?
so what this file will contain? This file will contain this whole stuff. Like it will not have these things. Definitely, it will have the middle text. So suppose it is like this. This is a comment. Okay, let me see if I can show you a code. I don't have some code, but let me take code say for a while. Please wait. Let me. If I can get some code. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen with you all. Okay, yes. Now think of this. Suppose this is your code. Correct? This is your code. Now what exactly you are going to do? Like this is your code. So say let me copy this code. So say WordPad. Yeah. Suppose this is your code input given. So this is your program. So program name is program.c. Okay. This is your code program.c. Now this program.c would be given as an input to your say Java code. For example, 1 minute, please hold. Yeah. So like this is the code that we have. So what exactly you are going to do is like you are going to give say for example my pgm.java. For example, I'm saying that this is Java code that is written by me. So to this program, you are going to give this file and this file contains this code. Fine. Now as an output, it should generate say what we said source program.c comment program.txt. Okay. Now let me go. Now what would be the contents? So I'm opening one more file. What I will do is this is my say for example this is my document. This is my code. I am copying this code and I want to generate an output file. This would be without comments. So wherever comments are, I will wherever non-comments are, I will delete this. This would be in one file. Okay, and other file will have everything other than this. So now these would be your two output files, this source file. Okay, so first file would be what? It would be containing this code, correct? Whole code. So what exactly you are going to do? You are going to check character by character whether you got comment. So for example, in this case, I'm showing it with double slash for a while, one line comment. So if you get, suppose this is slash star, okay, then ultimately you should see, you should keep whenever you see this after slash, when you saw star, then you start writing this whole text into second file, and you have to stop process when you get after star a slash. Okay, next thing would be what? If it is a single line comment and you will see slash, then again if you got slash, write this there, and you have to end till slash 0, and here you are going to end with star slash. So you are going to continue this up till you reach to star slash. So you may get slash n here in between, correct? This is enter key pressed, for example, like this, the enter key pressed inside, it could be like that. So I want you to display output like this. Suppose let me show the comments. So this would not be there, okay, these notations would not be there. So I want you to display these 3 lines for me. And now, yes, any query? Are you there?
Sir, how to take this C code as an input in another program?
So like I assume you are compatible with Python too, na?
Yes, sir. As a stream, I can take. Okay.
So you have to take it as an input file. So you have to read from that stream, correct? File stream. Read that file contents and you go on. Now differentiate. So what exactly you are trying to do? You are going to search the text. So whenever you see this, suppose in between somewhere you got this slash slash, correct? This cannot be considered like after this, every slash slash would be comment, correct? Whatever text appears after that. But if there is no slash, if single slash is there, then you should get star. If you don't see star, then ultimately you proceed. For example, when you get this slash, correct, then you should get star. If we want to say that as a comment, but we are not getting star there, correct? We are getting equal to. That means what? We should write this text into the original source code. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other query question? Please. No? Shall I proceed then? Okay. Then we exactly calculated in the previous session, we calculated epsilon closure for every state. Correct. Now we are going to make use of this epsilon closure for what are the epsilon closure that we computed in the previous session. So these were the 2 examples given to you, correct, in earlier session. So you were asked to compute epsilon closure for every state. Now with assumption that we got epsilon closure, then how should we proceed? Okay, so let us talk about this. So if we have been given a NFA with epsilon moves, can we construct NFA without epsilon moves? Right. So that's what our target is. So let us try to do that. So let me start recording. Yeah, already started. Yes. Okay. So let me share the screen. Yes. So we are talking about now construction of given NFA with epsilon moves. Fine. So this is our target. So example that we saw that day, we have been given NFA which is something like this. We have this example. So these are the epsilon transitions. This is initial state, and the transitions given are A, B, and C. Fine. And we are, from this given NFA, we have to construct NFA without epsilon mu. So this epsilon mu should not be there. Then how exactly we can prove that the language is same? Okay. So we already saw what would be the language accepted by this. What would be the possible language set accepted by this. So we came up with this scenario in previous session. Epsilon A, B, C, A, then B, 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 then combinations and so on. Correct. So we want same set to be accepted by the newly constructed NFS. What should we do? So for this case, first of all, compute epsilon closure for each state. We know this now. What is epsilon closure of Q0? Yes.
Q0.
Yeah, please go on.
Q0, Q1, Q2.
Yes, very good. Q0, Q1, and Q2. What is epsilon closure of Q1?
Q1, Q2.
Okay, which we computed in the previous session. What is epsilon closure of Q2?
Q2.
Q2, good. So we have this. Now, what we have to do is we have to compute this. So when we have to compute from NFA with epsilon mu, we have to compute NFA without epsilon mu. So whenever we see this, this should be written like this. So say delta of delta cap of, now I am defining this, what exactly it means, comma epsilon. Now this is epsilon closure of that state. Epsilon closure of that state. Because if I start with A, am I going to reach to Q1? Can single A be accepted? So we said that, na? Like if we take this A, it can reach to Q2, correct? If it takes only B, it can reach to Q2. If it takes only C, it can reach to Q2 because of these transitions. That's why we are adding this. Correct. So what it would be? Delta of epsilon closure of Q0, comma A. What it would be? Now I missed one thing. Okay, I should have written here epsilon closure of this. Okay, so I'm assuming that it is written here. Fine. Now epsilon closure of delta of, what is epsilon closure of Q0? What is epsilon closure of Q0? We already computed this, correct? So you'll write it here, Q0, Q1, Q2. So this would be written as epsilon closure of delta of Q0 comma A union delta of Q1 comma A union delta of Q2 comma A. Epsilon closure of, what is delta Q0 comma A? Q0. Delta Q1 comma A, there is nothing. Delta Q2 comma A, there is nothing. So it would be 5. So this would be Q0. So this will result to Q0, Q1, Q2. Correct. So if I say, if I take A from Q0, can I reach to Q1?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Can I reach to Q2? Yes. Correct. Even can I reach to Q0? Yes. So
Yes.
ultimately I am getting this. Sorry, I put this. So Q0, Q1, Q2. So that's why we got this. Similarly, if I have to compute delta Q0 comma B equal to epsilon closure of delta cap of Q0 comma epsilon comma B. So it is epsilon closure of delta of epsilon closure of Q0 comma B. Closure of delta of what is this? Q0 Q1 Q2 comma B. Correct. Now if I go on writing this epsilon closure of delta of Q0 comma B union delta of Q1 comma B union delta of Q2 comma B. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 3. What is Q0 comma B? Do we have direct transition? Do you have direct transition here? Q0 comma B? No.
No.
So this would be
No.
phi, correct? So I haven't written that, but ultimately this is phi union. Delta Q1 comma B?
Q1.
Delta Q2 comma B? Phi, correct? Fine?
Yes, sir.
So this results to what? Epsilon closure of Q1. What is epsilon closure of Q1? Q1, Q2.
Q1, Q2.
Similarly, you go on Q0 comma C. So epsilon closure of delta of. Now this delta cap means why we are writing this A? Because it is epsilon closure. NFA with epsilon moves. That's why we are writing this. Delta, and every time whenever you compute delta cap of Q0 epsilon, that's what we computed in the previous session. This was epsilon, this is epsilon closure because it will tell you which sites can be reached from it with epsilon to be the thing. That's why we represented this whole stuff like this. Epsilon closure. We directly wrote that epsilon closure of that state. Same thing we did here. So we got delta cap of Q0 epsilon. We are writing this because it is with the epsilon moves. That's the reason. Now this we are computing for without epsilon moves, but this we are computing for with epsilon moves because we have to compute this. Okay, for without, this is from with. That's why. So delta cap of, now what it would be next thing? Q0 comma epsilon comma C. Now what it would be now? Epsilon closure of delta of epsilon closure of Q0 comma C. Closure of delta of, what is epsilon closure of Q0, Q1 and Q2 comma C. Closure of delta Q0 comma C union delta Q1 comma C union delta Q2 comma C. Correct? Now this results to, what is Q0 comma C?
Phi.
Phi union delta Q1 comma C. Phi delta Q2 comma C. Q2. Correct?
Q.
So that's why epsilon closure of Q2. So what is epsilon closure of Q2? It is only Q2. Correct. Now how the diagram would be for the Q0? What would be the transitions? Let us try to draw it. Q0, Q1 and say Q2. So whenever I am talking about A, there is a transition for Q0. There is a B transition from Q0 to Q1. Sorry, there is A transition from Q0 to Q1. There is A transition from Q0 to Q2. Now let us talk about B. Q0B. From Q0, we can go to Q1 and Q2. So this is B. This is B. Fine. Similarly, Q0C. It goes to Q2. So this would be C. Correct? So ABC, AB, Q0. Same thing we have to compute for Q1. Can somebody tell me, seeing this, what transitions are to be added for Q2? Now this transition will remain same. So this would be B, this would be C. What additional transitions are to be added there? So now it would be what? Q1 comma A, epsilon closure of Q1 comma A. So there would not be any transition from Q1 with A. Epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1 Q2. Q1A phi in the given diagram. Q1 Q2B Q2A phi. So there is nothing, no transition from Q1 with A. So this will result to phi for Q1. Q0 चे जगह पर हम Q1 लेते तो it will result to phi. Q1B. So Q1B would be epsilon closure of Q1. So epsilon closure of Q1 comma B करोगे तो क्या होगा? Q1B का Q1B आ जाएगा, मतलब Q1 आ जाएगा, एंड Q2 का क्या आएगा? B लेके जा सकता है, इसीलिए Q1 Q2. सो ये ऐसे आएगा, यहाँ पर आएगा B. करेक्ट. सेम थिंग इसके लिए जैसे करेंगे अभी Q2 कॉमा B, सॉरी Q1 कॉमा B हो गया, Q1 कॉमा C. सो Q1 कॉमा C करेंगे तो एप्सिलॉन क्लोजर ऑफ Q2 आएगा उधर. करेक्ट. सो Q2 से C लिया तो Q2 को ही जाएगा, मतलब Q1 से लेकर अगर C दिया तो यहाँ पे आप कॉमा C करके भी लिख सकते हो. मैंने एक्चुअली निकाल दिया C. ठीक है, एक एडिशनल ट्रांजिशन डाल दिया. सो आई कैन ड्रॉ दिस लाइक दिस एज वेल. A B C 1 2 3 A B A B C, ये A B A C. ओके, यहाँ पर आएगा B C. ऐसे कोई फाइनल आउटपुट आना चाहिए. करेक्ट. अभी ये तो हो गया कंस्ट्रक्शन. ऐसे मैंने बाकी सॉल्व नहीं किया, बट इफ यू ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट, इट विल रीच टू दिस वे. यू कैन ट्राई दैट. Same case. Now you have to replace Q0 by Q1, Q1, Q1. Go with that. So you'll be taking epsilon closure of Q1, Q2. करेक्ट. Q1 को A दिया, Q2 को A दिया, वो phi आ जाएगा. That's why there is no transition from Q1 with A. That's why we haven't added, because वो बैक में नहीं जाने वाला ना. यहाँ पर Q1 के बाद A आने वाला है क्या कभी? Can you see that in the diagram? You can never. Correct. That's why that A would be empty. So this would be phi for Q1A. Q1B would be Q1 Q2. Q1C would be Q2. फाइन. सेम केस. अभी जब इसको कंप्यूट करेंगे Q2 के लिए, Q2A लिया तो phi, Q2B लिया तो phi, Q2C क्या आएगा? वही Q2. Right? So that's how it would be computed for each state. So you have to compute this for every such state. Now after this, ये कंस्ट्रक्शन हो गया, तो अभी इसका फाइनल स्टेट और इनिशियल स्टेट कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे? तो जिस किसी स्टेट के एप्सिलॉन क्लोजर में अगर फाइनल स्टेट आया हुआ है, which was the final state in the given diagram? In the given diagram, Q2. So Q2 is occurring in epsilon closure of which states? हर एक इसमें आ गया है. Can you see that?
All the states.
Q0 में भी Q2 है, Q1 में भी Q2 है, Q2 में भी Q2. इसीलिए इन सबको आपको फाइनल करना पड़ेगा. अगर ऐसे डायग्राम निकाला तो ये फाइनल पाया. ये Q0 हो गया, ये Q1 हो गया, ये Q2 हो गया. So all these would be final. So you can see now, if I go with this, इसका एप्सिलॉन आएगा क्या? इनिशियल और फाइनल सेम है, मतलब कोई ट्रांजिशन नहीं लिया तो वहां पर ही रह गया. करेक्ट. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट A, अगर उसको A लेना है, इसको A को लेगा, यहाँ पर जाएगा, ये फाइनल स्टेट है. करेक्ट. सिमिलरली यहाँ से भी लिया A तो फाइनल स्टेट है. करेक्ट. अगर B लेता है तो यहाँ से B लेगा या यहाँ से B लेगा, फाइनल को ही जाएगा. करेक्ट. C लिया तो वैसे ही है, यहाँ से तो C नहीं ले सकता, बट यहाँ से ले सकता है C, तो इधर फाइनल में गया. अगर हम लेते हैं BBC लेते हैं सपोज, तो यहाँ से B लिया, यहाँ से B लिया, यहाँ से C लिया, हो गया. यहाँ से B लिया, यहाँ से B फिर से आएगा नहीं. करेक्ट. क्योंकि एक ही बार B आएगा ना, तो यहाँ से ये B लेके जा नहीं सकता, क्योंकि हमें स्ट्रिंग लेना था BBC, तो उसको यही रूट फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. एक तो ये ऐसे होगा B B और C, या अदरवाइज B B and C. Correct. So but anyway you are reaching to final, so ultimately this will accept the same set of strings which was accepted here, and this would be the resultant diagram, either this or this or this. Fine. But a complicated process. We don't want to get into this kind of process, because if I miss one of them, one of the symbol, if I write wrongly, then everything will collapse. Now in this case, example is very easy, but if my example is something like this, then ultimately there would be some problems. How exactly are we constructing it? So try computing it for both the examples. For both the examples that were given on 25th, try to write this kind of definition. Like I already, okay, let me add this in the, say for example, how can I do that? Let me see. Okay, let me take a picture probably, and let me add that. So okay, I will remove this red part. Probably I will try to have it like this. Okay, okay, let me take photo only. It will be better. Okay, so I am adding that photo to you all. Okay, share. So can you check WhatsApp group? See there whether you received it or not. Received?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to compute similar thing for Q1, Q2. Okay, try to write it, and same thing you try to do it for these two examples. For these two examples. Okay, now let me switch to some other topic now. Okay, which is another important thing rather to be addressed for this FA perspective. Okay, so let us see what exactly it is. So now, if you recall, in one of the in the initial sessions, like what are the sessions that we had? Let me see if I can get that page. Types of the grammar. Yeah, probably this one only. Yes. So we said that there are types, type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. And we said that this type 3 is related to regular grammar. Okay. And this exactly is associated with finite automata. And that's what, let me try to address it now. Fine. So how exactly we can construct a finite automata from the given grammar? Sorry, from the given, we are going to see two methods. One is if I am given finite automata, how can I construct regular grammar? And if I am given regular grammar, then how can I construct finite automata? So let me draw first this one. So let me write the topic. FA2 regular grammar. Okay, so suppose if I'm given like this, NFA Q1, Q2. Randomly, I'm drawing the picture. Okay, so let me write A, B, A, B, A. So whatever it is, whether it is NFA, DFA, we don't care right now. Fine. Now suppose if I am given like this, the diagram, can I construct a regular grammar? Now recall, while we saw a regular grammar, we said that there would be a specific format of a regular grammar which it should have. So how the grammar representation should have, like the number of variables should be having some kind of restrictions of occurrence. So we said this we are going to call as regular grammar. A variable gives a terminal and a non-terminal, either this or only terminal. Fine. So we want to construct that. So how exactly we can go with this? Now you have how many states in the given example? How many states are there?
3.
3. How many transitions are there?
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many final states are?
1.
Okay, 1 final state. Correct. Initial state is 1. So we'll start with this. Suppose we have Q0, Q1, Q2. For a while, let me name them like this. You can give any names. You can give any name, not a problem. Now, if I try to write this, say for example, from Q0, if I take A, it goes to Q2. Correct? So let me rewrite this. I'm writing like this. S gives A. What is Q2 for us in this case? Q0 is S. Can I write this? Q0 to Q2 we have A. So I'm writing Q0 to Q0. If I give A, it goes to Q2. That's why I wrote AQ2. Correct? Because I'm assuming that this Q2 may take something more. Suppose it doesn't take. Is it going to stop there? Yes, it reached to final. So this should be accepted. There should not be any further removal. So we should get like this. Only A. Correct. So I'm writing S gives A. What is Q2 representation that we suggested? Is B. Similarly, suppose if I don't want to continue this A, it should stop here only. So I can write only A. So which is the possible string that can be accepted by this FA? Can somebody tell me what would be language accepted by this FA? So try to see which strings are taking you to final, which path is taking you to final. So you took this A first. So this would be A, correct? Then A, and this A, and so on, n number of A's, correct? Similarly, if I take this path B, first thing would be B. Second thing would be B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, correct? And so on. Similarly, I can come back B, A, B, A, correct? So you can have all such string possibilities. So I want those strings generated from this grammar if I try to derive, and that's what our goal is. So we are saying S gives A is the first string that we got. Fine. Okay. Now let us try to see whether is there any outgoing transition from S again. So for this, as it is a final state, this Q2 is final state. That's why we wrote these two transitions. One is this, other one is this. Why we wrote this? Because we may terminate here. We may terminate. We may not proceed with consideration of the string. So this S gives A, because what we saw was in the derivation part when we talked about deriving a string. Okay, like this. When we tried deriving the string, we started with yes only, and we said, okay, the variable would be added into language. First element we know that it is A. That's why we can come up with S gives A. Then suppose as there is an outgoing transition from final state, that's why as there is a final state outgoing transition from final state, that's why we added this B. These are the names that I suggested. Okay. Now let us see, is there any outgoing transition from Q0 again other than this A?
B.
Where it is taking you?
Q1.
So if I write what is for Q1, I have BA. This A, correct? So I wrote BA. Now is Q1 final state?
No, sir.
No. That's why you should not write only B here, because B is not part of this string. Is B accepted here? Single B? Never. By taking single B, you cannot reach to final state because at least minimum B's are 2. Correct? So now we have considered S part automatically. Now let us concentrate on A. A is for Q1. How many outgoing transitions are there for A? That means Q1.
Q1 and Q0.
See carefully how many outgoing transitions are total. Give me count. Outgoing
3.
transitions from Q1. Okay. Which
3.
are they?
3.
Which are they?
From Q1 we have A which goes to Q0, B which goes to Q2, and again A which goes to Q1.
Correct. Correct. So which of them is final?
Q2.
So you write that directly. Fine. Now as this outgoing, there is an outgoing for final. That's why you are going to write this. Is that fine? Same rule which I applied here. Same thing I am writing here. Because it is a final, so I may not continue with this outgoing transition. That's why I will stop here only. B. Then if I don't stop, then I would be repeating this. So that's why this B. Now this B is taken care of. Now there are two outgoing transitions with A. Correct? So Q1 to A. So can I write like this? So it would be adding A's production there. Na? This A would be replaced by every time. So do you know after Q1 takes A, which state it is going to go to? It can remain into Q1 or it can go to Q0 or Q2. So we already taken care of, like if it goes to Q after this, like after A, we already said that if it takes B, then it definitely goes to capital B or probably this B. But what about A? So if I write A is already written by us. So what is Q0? Q1 to A is Q0. What is the representation for Q0? In the given grammar, in the given notation that we used, what is the representation that we used for Q0? Yes? Is it yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I will write like this. Now, though there are 3 outgoing transitions from Q1 and Q1 is having a transition among those 3, one which is taking it to final. So that's why this 4 came into picture. Q0, which is for S, there were 2 outgoing transitions, but as one transition is taking you to final, that's why their number of productions would be 3. Similarly, can somebody tell me what would be for B? B is what now? Q2. Now, how many outgoing transitions are there from Q2? Outgoing transitions for Q2?
Only
Yes, only one. Where it is going? Where it
One.
is taking? It is taking it to
Q2.
Q2 only, which is final, correct? So as it is final, so you will write like this. Sorry, I wrote A. You are going to write this A because it takes A and stops there. Can it stop? Probably yes. We don't know. If it doesn't stop, then it is going to write like this. Now try to match this and see like what exactly I did there. And then we'll try to prove whether it is taking the same language or not. Try to see whether like have you understood this. See this diagram, see this conversion. And let me know if you have any issue so that I can discuss. See that very calmly and try to see if you can get what exactly is happening there. I added this into comment, by the way, for everyone to see. Okay, see this and let me know so that I can proceed further. So there were how many transitions? 6. So productions you got are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 are added because there were 3 transitions which are taking you to final state. Transition number 1, transition number 2, transition number 3. That's why original 6 plus 3. That's why 9 came into picture. Fine. So let us try to see whether can we get BAB. I will take some middle string. So let me go with this S. So which one is starting with B? Small BA. That's why I will start with it. BA. Then next I have A, B. So if I take this AA, let me replace this A by AA. This one. And lastly, this A with this B. So I will be getting BAB. So it is proved. So let us take this BAB. S gives BA. S gives, now you want what? BA. A. Now you have A. Now you again want AB. So AA. Again AA. And lastly, BAB. Again, this also is accepted. You take any other string. Like 10 A's. Suppose you take 10 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose is it taking 10 A's. So if I go with this, S gives AB. AB gives AAB. AAAB. AAA. AB. So last AB is added for earlier. Correct. So AAAA. AB. AAAA. AB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more AB. Sorry. AAA. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 B. And last one, B gives A. So to reach to A, 10 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am hopeful that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more A. This results. So actually you are going to accept any string. So this would be your, can you see that it is a regular grammar? See the syntax. What syntax told us of regular grammar? It should be like this. A variable giving a terminal with non-terminal, but single terminal, single non-terminal, and one would be only a single terminal. So you can compare. It is like that only. Correct? So that's why this is regular grammar. Fine? Any query? Understood the process, method?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Can I move further? Can I give you another example? Okay. Let us take one more example so that we would be comfortable with the grammar then. Like whether can we construct from the given FA the regular grammar. So example number 1. Now this is example number 2. So let me draw it. So I have Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and Q5. Give me the grammar now. Can somebody tell me how many variables, how many states are?
6.
6. How many variables you will have? Most probably 6. Correct? Let us write them. Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. So let us write S, A, B, C, D, E. Fine. Now tell me, what would be productions for S? How should I write? S gives, see the diagram and then let me know the above scenario, which I passed to you on in the chat window. So if you have Q0, if we have A, so we wrote AB. We wrote only A because it was final. So from Q0, there is no direct transition with final, correct, in this diagram. So what should I write? S gives, suppose A, with A, where it is going? From S, sorry, from Q0 with A, where it is going?
Q1.
Q1.
Correct. So what is the representation that we used for Q1?
Capital A.
Capital A. Good. I have this. Now, can I write single A? No, because Q1 is not final state. Fine. Okay. Now Q0 B. So let me write B. Where exactly it is taking you?
Q3.
Q3. What is the representation for Q3?
C.
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 So you write this. C. Fine. Now there are only 2 outgoing. So that's why only 2 transitions. And they are not final. That's why only 2. Now let us take A. A is what? Q1. How many outgoing transitions from Q1?
2.
2. Okay. Among them, how many are for final? Yes. Sorry, I could not hear you. How many are there for final? Only one. Correct? Okay. Now that means if final is there, with what input it is going to final?
B.
B. So let us
B.
write it directly. Correct? Then with B, where it is going? Q2. What is Q2 representation? Capital B. Correct?
B, capital.
So I will write it here. So because it was a final and there was a transition from Q1 to Q2, where Q2 was final, that's why these 2 were added. Fine. Okay. Now let me talk about other transition from Q1 with A. Where it is going?
Q3.
Q3. What is the representation for Q3?
C.
C. So we'll write AC. Is that fine? Okay. Let us write B. What is B? Q2. How many outgoing transitions are?
1.
1. Where it is going?
Q4.
Q4.
What is Q4?
D.
Q4 is D. So you write
D.
BD. Correct? Okay. Let me move to D. How many transitions are there for Q4 outgoing?
1.
1. Where it is taking you?
Q2.
Which is?
Final state.
Final. So how many transitions would be there? A. First of all. Correct? What is representation for Q2?
B. B.
B. So you will write like this. Correct? Is that fine?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now remaining state is Q5. What is the representation for Q5?
E.
E. So let us write E. How many transitions are there for Q5?
1.
Outgoing 1. Correct? But is it going to final?
Yes.
So how many productions would be? So you write simply B and you write B Q2. That means B. Correct? Is this right?
Yes, sir.
So this would be your regular grammar. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
So let me add this screenshot too, so that you can take this. So are you comfortable now? Can you construct this kind of stuff, grammar for the given NFA? See the idea, and that you have to follow that idea. Correct?
Yes.
So let me So I am adding that into your comment window, this example as well. See, is it reached? I assume yes. Yeah. Okay, now I will give you an example which you have to solve. I'm not expecting you to submit, but you try to evaluate within each other what are your solutions are. Okay, so yeah, you try to construct for this. All of them are finals. You take this example. Either this one or this one. Say both are same, but you take this one or this one. You take any one, either of them. So it is same. Try to construct regular grammar for this. Okay, try practicing. How many transitions are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total 10 transitions, correct? But there are 3 final states too. So whenever you are talking about A, simple A, it would be going here. So A and then again AS. A again AA. A again AB. So AA, 2 A's would be removed because repetition is not permitted in the production set. Correct. So you try to implement it for this example. Fine. So we'll stop here for today. In tomorrow's session, we'll talk mainly about in Friday's session, no, Saturday's session, we'll talk mainly about